Welcome, guys. This is my space. My name is Carl. It's a football thing. There's a lot of news going around. We have Chelsea news going up. We have United news going up. We have Manchester City going up. There's a whole lot of news this morning, and I'm excited to be able to break down with my opinions. Starting with Chelsea, Kai Havertz seems to be a Chelsea player officially. It has not been confirmed, but it is heading towards that direction. I could say it is 99.99999%, period. He's currently playing with the national team, Germany. They have Nations League to play, but he ended up moving out, coming into the Nations League with two briefcase. Now, it is just a national league. Other people go with just one bag, sometimes just a paper bag. He ended up with two briefcase. So, as his coach said, that there's no way he's going to come back to train with them. It means that he'll be heading towards the Stamford Bridge as the deal has been agreed with 72 million pounds plus 8 million pound and some add-ons and some other bonuses. So this is going to be a tough season for teams in the Premier League. Manchester City seems to have agreed personal terms or have agreed terms with Napoli for Kalidou Koulibaly. That's another tremendous deal right there. So I'm tipping Chelsea to be great, and the reason I'm tipping Chelsea to be great is because of the pieces that they've brought together. They needed somebody who can help them create more chances, especially when they are playing with teams that are going to be putting players at the back of the line, and that's what Chelsea has done. Chelsea has brought in players who can help them play this type of ball, and I'm excited about it because at the end of the day, you want this type of players to come in. Chelsea was second when it came to creating chances last season, but they were somewhere around the last three when it came to putting the ball at the back of the net. And people don't think that's a problem. That's a problem because you can't keep creating chances, and you can't be last by three when it comes to finishing the chances you create. Is Kai Havertz going to be the guy who score goals for them? Yes, he can give you 10, 15 goals a season, and I'm positive about it. I know the Premier League is tough. I know he's coming into a new league and he has to adapt. I know it's not going to be something simple, but I know he's going to be able to average these goals. And why I know he's going to be averaging these goals is if you look at his goal proficiency rate, how he creates chances, how he put himself into spaces. This is a top guy, a top player who will be able to show you improve on a consistent basis why he's worth the money you are paying for, which is 100 million euros, and why he's going to be a tremendous player when he comes into your team. He'll be able to create chances. He knows how to score goals himself, and he seems to be a guy who doesn't bring problems to the locker room. So that's what Chelsea has got. Thiago Silva, I said it in my previous video that Thiago Silva is the best transfer deal this summer for Chelsea. Why he's the best transfer deal for Chelsea is because Chelsea could score 6 and concede 8. Last season, against West Ham played three shots on target, scored 3 goals. Is Kepa terrible? Yeah, he was terrible last season, but I wouldn't blame him because he was dealing with other things as well. He had this issue with his girlfriend, and most of the times we as fans we don't pay attention to this because we think it's not a problem. It is a problem when you're dealing with issues like this. It's a mental thing, and he needs to be fully conscious of what he's doing when he's in the post. However, he had a very terrible defense. Rudiger and Christensen, Rudiger and Zuma, Rudiger and whoever that was paired against him, there was no form of communication. There was no form of leadership. They didn't know what they were doing, and that is the reason why they lost the game. They lost multiple games. There were games that Chelsea didn't have to lose, but because the defense was terrible, it became a tough game. Now you have Thiago Silva, who is a top player with some sort of defensive mindset and leadership role. And I like what his agent said. He said Thiago Silva is. Let me see if I can read a quote for you. He said Thiago Silva is a player that looks after himself. He doesn't drink. He doesn't party. All he knows is home, work, home. Now you need this. You need this type of players who are all about business. They want to get a job done. They want to move forward. They want to be better. And at the end of the day, you wouldn't understand what it means to be a better player if you don't have what it takes to get to that level. And Thiago Silva is going to be a voice at the back. He's going to be able to speak to the guys. He's going to be able to let the guys know, okay, this is what you need to do. This is what you don't have to do. Stay here. Don't move here. Rudiger seems to be committing so much errors. And in EPL, you don't want to commit errors. It is stated that great defense brings great offense, or great defense wins you championship. So For me, I'm excited about what's going to happen this season because Chelsea seems to be able to do a lot of good deals with Thiago Silva, with Ben Chilwell, which is another tremendous player when it comes to his all-round play. Ben Chilwell, people think he's only defensive minded, but if you know, if you observe his play well, he seems to have everything in place. He's defensive minded, that's for sure, but he doesn't just commit himself. He's available when you need him in defense. He has space, he has speed, he knows how to cover up the grounds. So that is a player you want to sign. That's a player you want to engage. That's a player you want to deal on a regular basis with. So Chelsea is going to be a top tier next season. Kai Havertz is obviously going to come to Chelsea regardless. We've seen his play. We break down his play on multiple scenarios. But the main reason why Chelsea needs Kai Havertz is because of the goal contribution and then the chances created contribution. He's going to let other players have space to run. He's going to let other players have the opportunity to create more chances. He's going to let other players have the opportunity to be a better version of themselves, and that's what I'm rooting for him to come and play top game. So yeah, I'm excited about everything that's going on. Let's make sure that it works well. I'm signing out. More news coming in with Manchester City signing Khalid Koulibaly and other things that we are going to talk about. But Chelsea is going to be a great force next season, and there's no way anybody's going to take away from that. So great. Make sure to subscribe. If you like this, just subscribe so I can keep doing this. I'm happy. I'm excited, and I want to keep doing this. The season is great. Let's go.